Hello guys, in this video we are going to implement a get, post, delete and patch routes functionalities. Currently we have implemented a post route functionality and we have to implement get, delete and patch route functionalities. As you can see, our post route functionality has taken several lines, and if we are to implement our get, delete and patch route functionalities in this file will be very lengthy and very hard to read. Also, this functionality does not belong to our to-do routes file. Because of that, we are going to move these functionalities into a different file. For that, we are going to create a controller. First, I'm going to create a controllers folder in our server. Then I'm going to create to-do controller inside our controllers folder. Then, first I'm going to require our to-do model. Then I'm going to implement our create to do functionality. It is the same functionality we written in our routes folder, so we can cut it and paste it in our controller. At last, we are going to export these functions. In our routes file, we can delete this to do model. Then we can require the functions we defined in our controller. After that, in our post route, I can use the create to do function. Let's run this and see whether our changes are working correctly. You can run it by npm run dev. So our server has now started. Then we can go to our Thunder client, go to the post. Then I'm going to provide assignment 2. Let's first check what are the to-dos we have added already. So we have added assignment 1 and now we are going to add assignment 2. So after sending, you can see the assignment 2 in your database as well. So that means our controller is working fine. Next, I'm going to implement the other functionalities as well. First, I'm going to implement get to do's functionality. So same as previous, async arrow function. Then from our to do model, I'm going to find, and we can give a empty curly brace because we need to find all, and I'm going to sort them in the descending order, so the latest one will be in the top. So I'll provide created at as -1. As for the response, I'll provide the status code as 200, and I'll provide the to-dos we got from our database. Next, I'm going to implement get to do function. Same as above, I'm going to define async arrow function. Here, first we need to get the ID from the params. So you can see in the route, we are passing an ID parameter in the required params. So I'm going to access that ID here. From that ID, I'm going to find a to-do in our database. So I can use the method find by ID, and I'll give the ID. After that, I'm going to check whether we have find a to-do or not. If to-do is null, that means we haven't find a to-do, and I'm going to return the response with status code 404 with an error message, no such to-do found. If we found a to-do, I can return the response with the status code 200 along with the to-do we found. Here we are going to use this no such to-do found error message in multiple places. Because of that, I'm going to store it in a constant message to do not found, and I'll use it here. Next, I'm going to implement delete to do function. Same as above, I'm going to define async arrow function. Here also I need to get the ID from the request params. Then I'm going to use find one and delete. Here we need to provide how we are going to find this document. So I will provide ID to find the document and delete it. So if we successfully delete a document, we will get a to do. So if we didn't get a to do, that means if the to do is null here, then that means we couldn't find a to do to the given ID. So I'll return a response with status of 404 along with the error message to do not found. If we get a to do, that means we have successfully deleted that document. So I'll provide a response with status code 200 along with the to do we got. Next, I'm going to implement update to do function. Here also I'm going to define an async arrow function, and I need ID as well. Then I'm going to use find one and update. Here I need to provide how I'm going to find the document. I will find it by the ID. So I'll provide ID. Here I need to provide what are the fields I'm going to change. I can provide title as new title. If I provide this, when this line is executed in the database, only this field get changed and other fields is remains same. So from the request body, I need to get the fields that I'm going to change, but I can't provide request body directly here because currently our request body is something like this. So we only need to provide title field. We don't need to provide those curly braces. So we can spread this request body by adding 3 dot in front of request body. In that way we will get only the fields without the curly braces. So after providing that, if we didn't get a to do, that means we couldn't find a to do for the id, so we will provide an error message. Otherwise we have successfully updated it, we can give our response accordingly. Now we have implemented all our functionalities, then we can export these functions: get to do's, get to do, create to do, delete to do, and update to do. We can save that file and go to our routes file, and here we can get the other functions as well that we are exporting in our controller. So I'll give get to do's, get to do, create to do, delete to do, and update to do. So in each route now I can use these functions instead of these dummy functions. So I'll remove the dummy function, and here I'll provide get to do's, and here I'll provide get to do. I provided create to do, and here I'll provide delete to do, and here update to do. Now we can check our routes. Let's wait till our server starts. Okay, now our server is working. Let's go to Thunder client. First I'm going to check getting all to-dos. So you can see we are getting all 2 assignments, and assignment 2 is in the top. Now I'm going to copy this ID, and I'm going to get only that assignment by providing that ID. So we will get assignment 2, and I need to mention that if we provide an ID like this 1 2 3 4, then our app will crash, and I'll talk about that in the next video and provide the solution there. Next we can check our delete route. I'll provide that ID, so our assignment 2 get deleted. Now check all to do, so you can see assignment 2 is not there anymore. Then I can update our assignment 1. I'll provide title as assignment 1 updated. Let's send this request, and we will get a success response along with the document before it get updated. Now check all to do's, so you can see here we have assignment 1 updated as the title. So that means our update request has executed successfully. Now we have working routes, so we can commit our current changes. First I'll stage the changes, and I'll provide the commit message as add to do controller. Then I'll commit, and I'll push it to my GitHub repository. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you learned something. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.